Hi there, everyone. This is Barb Ryder coming to you from Michigan, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, awesome. I am making sure that my sound is working. For some reason, it was kind of weird when I went on here. So anyway, it's, I tell you all the time. Hey, Sue. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Ruth. Welcome. So let me turn this down now that I know that my volume is, you guys can hear me. So welcome to a Thursday Buzz In with Barb. I am so thankful that you are here and that you guys are in for a treat of some things that I have not seen too many people use lately, and I thought perfect timing. These are wonderful products, and I wanted to share them with you. Who else? Hi, so Ruth, thank you for joining us. You're a first timer. Well, welcome. Hi, Shar. So many ladies on here. We just love being together, chatting a little bit amongst ourselves, looking at some fun things that I have been working on and what we're going to be doing tonight. So I have my I think I need this in a different position because I'm not seeing all the comments that I want. Hi, Deborah, or Deb. I guess you go by Deb. Your name comes up Deborah, so I always think to say Deborah when you pop up there. Hi, June. All right. Well, as you guys are sharing the video and getting your friends on board with us here, everybody else will be getting theirs in their feed. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn down the camera and share with you some of our beautiful swaps that we got from our team meeting this week. The second Tuesday is always my team meeting, and we do Zoom, so if you're not local, you can be involved. We've had demonstrations in our local or in our Zoom, and thank you for sharing, Deb. Hi, Carol. And so we just enjoy our time together by Zoom and in person. Hi, Elaine. Good to see you too. We have projects that we do. We talk about what's happening in the Stampin' Up! World. We talk about mostly what's happening in our world, and just connecting with each other is amazing. If you are interested in being part of my team, our team, we are a team. We work together and share things all the time. Hi, Diana. Hi, Elaine. I would love to have you look at the special that's going on through the end of October. I'm here to help, answer questions. I'd love to have you as part of our fun time together. Hi, Deborah. I got lots of people with, I have lots of Debs. I think we have lots of Sues that come on here. Just lots of great fun together. So let me turn the camera down. So welcome everybody as this is coming in your feed. I welcome you. Say hello and let the ladies welcome you as we are doing our thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to, let me find the right thing here. I'm not finding what I need. Hold on just a second. There we go. Hi. So I'm still here up in the corner, and my team name is Barbie's Blessings, and the little bees here, I'm so excited about this stamp set that you can get for free. Not free, take that back. You get to go to the convention online that's for free when you sign up as a team member. So, all right, thank you for sharing, you guys. I have realized that I have not drawn for people that have been sharing, and so I will do that. I'm going to go back. I've got to go back for each week and do that, and I want to be fair about it. So I'll make a list, and then I'll do the random number picker that I do, and I'll have some winners and some things going out for you guys. Okay, I'm going to move my little mouse out of the way because I think I'm done with that for a little bit. Okay, let's talk about these beautiful swaps that we have. This first one is, let me see here. Let me see if I can turn this down. It might be a better lighting. I don't know. There we go. This one is, no, I don't like that. I'm going to move the lighting. Well, I guess it's all right. Yeah. But this is shiny, and that's the reason that I was thinking you couldn't see it. It's gorgeous. This is from Donna from Kentucky. And again, these are our team swaps. And our theme was mixing, there's some embossing on the inside, mixing the mini catalog with the annual catalog. And so, yeah, we've got some beautiful annual catalog stuff, which is the dies. And then all these other fun things are the ribbons. What is this folder? The brick, distress brick folder, the new one, it's in the annual catalog. So there's that. This one is just a monochromatic. And do you guys know where these flowers are from? I bet you don't. It's from the new set that's called, oh, I can't read it from here. It's got the thermos. It's the one with the thermos. And so, yeah, and then the sentiment using the contour dies and all the pretty kind of balmy blue color. And then we have these gorgeous masking with the sunflowers, and those are available a lot. Several things were not available for a while. There's still several things not available. However, the masks are in, and so they're awesome. Hi, Taryn. Welcome. Hi, Carol. Yeah, so this one is super pretty. Look at that. And this one is, and this is from Maria. I don't see Maria on here yet. She probably comes back and watches the replay. This one is Share a Milkshake, and you know this designer paper is from the mini catalog. Did you know that? It is the Christmas paper, and look, you don't have to use it for Christmas, you guys. So this is Taryn's. Isn't that nice? Here we have the stamp set that is from the mini catalog. Wait, did I? Yeah, and then what we have here is the vellum and then the stitch whimsy. Can you see that? I don't know. Maybe bring it up there close. There you go. You can see the stitch whimsy. That's the die from the annual catalog. So we brought the annual with the mini. That's Nancy's card, I believe. Yeah, Nancy. And then this one, we have the punches and the die. That is from the annual catalog. And then this is the Christmas set, the same one as the Noel here. And then you take your Stampin' Blends, and she has colored the regular rhinestones in red. And this is from Sue, Addie. And then this one is a very fallish stamp set. These dies are from the it's a meadow. What is it called? I'm looking. My stamp sets are straight across from me on my shelf over here. Something meadow. Quiet Meadows. Okay, so there you go. And then this is the beautiful paper that was in and out and in and out again. And but there you go. So nice. So there are some great swaps that our team does. I think we have one more, but Lynn wasn't feeling well, so she wasn't at our meeting and wasn't here. Hi, Margaret, and hi, Corinne. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here and sharing the video. All right, so those are swaps. And let's go ahead and bring in my goodies here. I'm going to bring this over here because that way it's not as busy underneath when we're doing our stamping, to help out with that. Anyway, I brought the catalogs here because we're going to do a couple things. One of the products that is back in stock and available is, not that. Wait, is that? No. Nope. Let me look. Let's see what page it's on. You guys know that back here in the back, I love, love, love this way that Stampin' Up! Has put all these things in alphabetical order back in the back of the catalog so that we can find them easier. The silver and white sheer ribbon is back in stock. Page 37 is where it's kind of featured with this beautiful suite. But this is the ribbon. We're going to use that tonight. It's a little hard to see, but there you go. You'll see it in person here in a few minutes. So that's what we're going to use. But the rest of everything we're using from the annual catalog. And the first thing, let's see which one. Yeah, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use this suite right here. Page 62. It's called the Countryside Inn Suite Collection. One of the things to remind everybody is the suite collections have one number. Okay, so for example, if you are on the online store and you are looking at what's available, so let's say you come across you want this whole suite, and if it says, you put in that number and it says currently unavailable, all right. And if you are a demonstrator on here, and this is something for you to know too, you probably already know it, but I've had some questions come up, so I wanted to share. So you can use the one number, it comes up currently unavailable. However, the paper is still available, all right? And the dies are still available, but maybe the embossing folder is not available, so that makes the whole suite not available, but you can get individual things. So that's why you have different numbers for different things. So here's the suite number, here's a bundle number, here is the stamp set number. There is an embossing folder back in the back of the catalog that is in this suite. It's called Countryside Blossoms Embossing Folder, and that's also in the whole one number thing. So I hope that makes sense. Hi Jan, welcome. Hi Bobby. So I hope that information is helpful. I don't mean it to be confusing. I want you to understand why sometimes you're finding things that say currently unavailable, but you're like, wait, I just saw that, I just ordered that paper. How come this suite isn't available? So that's why. It's a one number for like all these things. All you have to do, it's like the easy button, one number, you get it all, instead of saying, okay, this number and then the folder number, like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. Now, we're going to case the catalog, but we're going to do it in Barb's twist, okay? I love casing the catalog. I love the ideas that we get in here. And let me share with you, we are going to be using the Inked Botanicals designer paper, and our color combination is going to be, let me grab it here so you can see. Yeah, it's going to be Lost Lagoon and Crumb Cake. So we are using the crumb cake kind of idea here, but it's going to look very different, I promise you. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way for now. And so again, we're going to use Lost Lagoon, Crumb Cake, and another thing I want to talk about tonight are the uninked Stampin' Spots, or the little Stampin' Spots that you get when you order a kit. You know, we have kits that, like Paper Pumpkin, and the kits that we can buy on the online store. There's so many great kits, you guys. So anyway, this is Pool Party. So these are the three colors we're going to be using. But I want to talk to you about these. Did you know one of the things that I like to do when we get a new catalog and new ink colors, maybe I don't like that color much and I'm not sure that I want to purchase the large stamp pad and I want to try it out a little bit? Well, here's what you do. Spend a little less money. Buy a 5-pack of these uninked Stampin' Spots. See, they're just there's the little pad and it's dry, okay? And then you take your, I'm not going to do it because I don't need one, but I want to show you. You buy your refill, That way, if you decide you're going with the big pad, you always have your refill. Never, ever, ever buy a stamp pad without the refill. Too many people are like, I need the refill now. I bought this, 4 years ago, and now I need the refill. Always buy your refill with your pad. That's one of my suggestions, and I do it. And that way, if they change the formula like they did, this refill goes with this formula, this pad. I hope that makes sense, you guys. So what you do, you open this up and you just squirt this on here, and you do that until you can see that you have ink coming down into the side of the pad. So I have this pool party, which I've had. I probably got it in a I don't know if I got it in a kit or what. But did you also know that you can purchase a nice variety package of these? I meant to show you that too. Let's go in the back of the catalog to page 137. I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to move this out of the way since I showed you that. We're going to use this in a second. Page 137, number 6, right here. You can get a package of 8 colors. Basic Gray, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, and Real Red and Shaded Spruce. Great colors for all different kinds of occasions, and you can get the ink spots that are already filled just like this right here. Okay? That's an FYI. Since I really don't use ink spots much, I wanted to talk about those. Now, here's the trick. When you get them in a kit, you got to do the same thing. You got to kind of cut this sticker that's on the side, and then there you are. Here is the ink. See how the side is inked up? You'll put your refill in your blank one until you see it coming down in your side. That's how you do it. They're perfect to take when you travel. Oh, you're right, Taryn. That's right. That is a good idea. So here we are. So there we go. So all that info, I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of my way so I have space, I guess. That's what I want to do. Get myself some, I like space. All right, here's what we got. We have our 8.5, 5.5. Pool Party is going to be our base. We have, I have used the Country Corner dies. So here is the stamp set. We're not using the stamp. And the stamp is kind of like a big background stamp. Now these will fit in all these dies right here. Okay, so you can get this as a bundle right now. When the catalog changes over, they usually will divide up the bundles, and so you buy these separate and you buy the stamp separate if they carry over. I use the third from the largest, so third one in is what I used for this basic white die. And then we are also going to be using the folder that coordinates with this stamp set with the paper. It actually coordinates with the paper. And it coordinates beautifully with Lasting Joy. Now there's no dies for this, but there's great sentiments in here, and it coordinates really nice. These flowers are great with this folder. I also have 4 by 5 1/4 Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to go ahead and run this through the folder. Right behind me is my die machine. Now, if you will notice, this is not a 3D. So when you're using a 3D, you have to make sure that you're using the number 2. Well, I don't use too many, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull this over here. And if I am using a folder that is not a 3D, you need to make sure you have everything that you need here. So if this is a standard embossing folder, which it is, you need the clear plate, and another clear plate. So 1, 3, and 3. That's what you need, not the number 2. See, that's why I read it. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to place down my clear plate, and then I'm going to put this in here so that I have it straight. And that's what, you know, if you see the line down here, that line will help you keep it straight if you put it down on the line, or make sure that it's straight according to the line. So let me run this through really quick through my embossing machine here. It's kind of nice to have it right behind me. And okay, so there we go. And then here is what we have. We have this beautiful design on our paper. So that's what we want. So I'm going to put this over to the side. I'm done with this. And then here I need your help. Okay? I need your help. Which one of these two papers should I use? And it is going to go on against this. So tell me, which one of these two papers should I use? Let's say the lighter and darker. So lighter, darker. Tell me, lighter, darker. Which one should we use? Welcome everybody. Thanks for jumping on. You like the lighter one, Sue? Okay. We have a vote for the lighter one. Lighter, lighter. All right. I think we're going with the light. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, these are designs that are in the inked tiled set. So we're going to use that one. Now I didn't pre-cut them because I wanted to make sure that have you guys decide. Now I need to go back to my page. There we go. Let's go back to the page. I don't have room up here to leave the catalog, but we're casing this, but this is not a card. Like I said, we're casing the catalog, but we're putting a twist on it. All right, so here we are. I need to grab a piece of my paper here. Yeah, thanks you guys. Your help is, I mean, I was thinking the light one too, but the darker one also looked all right. So whichever way you wanted it to be. All right, so we need to have the stamping mat here because we're going to be stamping, and then we'll need this. Now for this card, you know what I didn't do is put all my things on blocks. So let me grab up some blocks here. I've got my blocks right underneath me. I'm going to need a few little ones, and and then I need this one. Okay, so we've got all these different things, lots of choices, I guess, with everything here. So I need this one, this little guy here, and then I'm going to be using the flowers that are all connected, so we're going to need that. Excuse me. No big one. Oh, yeah. This is good. I'll show you guys how to use that one, because you'll I think you'll want to stamp your stems first before you stamp your flowers, and so I want to show you that. And it does use this larger one, so I grab one more block here, that one. And last but not least, we're going to use this May the Years Ahead Be Filled with Lasting Joy, just to kind of fill that space. Now you could do this same thing with any what do I want to say, any flowers and sentiments. Okay, so we need this. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go with Lost Lagoon, and I am going to, that's the darkest color, so I'm going to take this and ink it up, and you'll see I'm just tapping lightly. I'm not squishing down in here, and I am going to come up here a little bit and kind of get this in the middle like that. Okay, there we go. And clean as you go. That's my motto. That rhymed. I'm a poet tonight. Okay. All right, so there's that. We got that going on. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to leave that open right there because we need that color again. And we're going to use crumb cake. No, we're not using crumb cake, Barb. let's stop that. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Same one, Lost Lagoon. And I am, oh, I know why I went with, it's okay, you guys. I'm a woman, I can change my mind quickly, right? All right, so I'm gonna use this little, these little stems in crumb cake, okay? That's what they look like. So let's ink that up. And so I'm gonna come right here with crumb cake, and let's come right there with a couple, and then let's get some at the top. I'm just looking at the catalog. So if you look at the catalog with me, if you look at your catalog, you'll be able to kind of check out what I have going on. All right, so there's that. It looks kind of funky right now, but that's what we need. And I'm gonna just leave this over here. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm gonna come back to this one, but we're gonna wait. So let's go to the dark now. Now these are the flowers, and they're all connected. They actually go with these little stems. They work with these stems. So let's ink those up. And what you have to do is you have to kind of figure out how should this go. You've got two there, and you've got two here. So do they go with the smaller ones on the top and that one on the bottom? No. I think I'm going to go back this way. I think this is how I want it to be. Okay, so here we go. Okay, can you see? They actually lined up and went very well with the stems. Okay, so let's ink this up again. And actually I'm going to come back up here. I might have got too close over here, but we're gonna wing it. We're gonna just make it happen, you know. Okay, so here's that. So we're gonna try to just all right, I wasn't thinking. I'm gonna clean this off, and we're gonna take, because I put these too close, that's what happened. We're gonna take this, and I'm gonna bring this up close, and what I'm gonna do, this is where the ink spot really would work nicely, but this will work. I'm going to take just two of the flowers, and I'm going to ink up just two of the flowers, okay, right there on the edge. Make sure I got this one. Okay, so can you see that? I only have two flowers inked. The other two are not. So let's take that, and we're going to stamp those right here. Great. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to ink up that flower and the little flower. And that one doesn't look very inked up right. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, I'm going to come back down here where I have these two, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp those there. A little close, but that's all right. So I'm going to take the little one and ink up the little one and just bring it right here, because I got a little stem right there. And then up here, we might not be able to do the two right there. I don't think we're going to be able to. So when all else fails, you just, like I said, you just kind of wing it. So we're going to stamp that one. We're going to leave that. I think we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay? All right, let me clean this off. How many of you have this set, Lasting Joy? How many of you got this set? I have some samples I'll show you too when we're done here. Okay, that's all I need for the Lost Lagoon, the darker color. We're going to come back to that. Let's go to our pool party, okay? So here we are. When you're using pool party, or when you're using the Stampin' Spots, and you have a big stamp like this, you will take the spot and you will go on top of the stamp. If you have one that's a little bit smaller, you could take it and go on top like that. You could take, you could take the stamp to the pad. I'm going to take the pad to the stamp, okay? So I'm going to ink this up, and again, this is pool party, so it's going to be lighter. It's really hard to see it because it is such a light color, okay? And I'm going to take this pool party and I'm going to bring it and go right there. Beautiful. Then we're going to ink it up again. And I'm just going to go kind of to the opposite corner over here. About right there. Just like that. Oh, these colors look so pretty together, you guys. All right, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and we are going to go with our little kind of leafy stem. You have it, Sue? Okay. You use it a lot. All right. It's one of those that I just, you know, because there's no dies with it, I think some people kind of write those off. But I buy stamps all the time without dies, to be honest. All right, so I'm going to ink this little guy up. And I'm going to come in here and give us some more crumb cake. Let's come right here. And come in right there. And let's just go like that. And there's a little area right here. I think I'm gonna go back to the pool party and do one of the big ones there in that corner. Okay, just to add a little more of that lighter color, just like that. And there we go. Okay, so here's what we got. Let me bring it closer. It looks very pretty. These colors look so pretty together. How does that look? Oh, there you go. You can see it pretty good. Okay, all right. Now for the inside of the card, oh, I thought I cut a piece of white. I guess I did not. So we're gonna go with, let's go with some pool party on pool party. So this little guy is pool party. And on the inside of the card, let's do flower there. And let's get another one here. Okay. And let's do that. And then next, I don't know, let's see what this looks like. We're gonna go with crumb cake, and we're just gonna put some crumb cake in here. I guess that's all right. Okay. There we go. That looks kind of pretty. Give you something in the inside of the card. You know what is fun too is there are other little tiny ones in here. So for the inside of the card, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna take this other one of these, this little tiny one right here, and we're done with this. Let's go with Lost Lagoon and just put a flower inside the flower. Kind of getting out of the space here. Find it right there. Just to give it, pull in that third color that we were using. There we go. And there we are for the inside of the card. Okay, we're done with our stamping. Now let's see, let's put all this together and see what it looks like. Okay, like I said, this is not the color in the catalog. I just looked at my cardstock to see what color cardstocks I could pull, you know, 2 or 3 colors of the same tones, and that's what I came up with. All right, I'm going to clean all these off so they're ready to go back in the container when I'm ready to clean up. I don't know if I cleaned them all yet or not. Okay, so there we are. All right, those are done. Now let's move these out of the way. Gracious me. Okay, I'm gonna put them over here. Okay, let us put this together. Let's switch this out. Let's get our silicone mat, and what we're gonna do is this, and you can choose. So when you're using the embossing folders, you have the raised side, and then you have the indented side. Okay, now this one, both of them have raised and indented, but I think I like this side better. I like this side better. So that's going to go down first. Hi, Jan. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I so appreciate you being here. And I hope that I will give you some inspiration with what I'm doing here tonight. Casing the catalog with a twist. All right. Okay, so there's that. And it looks very different to me in these colors compared to the blues that are in the catalog. Yes, this embossing these embossing folders, they just really make a difference. Okay, so for the designer paper right here, what we need is, I don't want this to really, I'm looking at the catalog, so we don't want it too big. It's a little busy behind there. See that? So now, okay, let's go back. After I've stamped that, maybe we want this one. What do you guys think? What do you think now? What do you think now? Which one should we use now? The lighter or the darker? I don't know. Can you see with the busyness of the paper of what we stamped? Let's stick with the light. We're gonna stick with the light. Let me grab my cutter here underneath. Yeah, the darker one looks better now, doesn't it? Sometimes it's a tricky thing when you're designing until you start doing stuff, you know. Okay, let's go with the dark. Let's go for it. We've got more in the dark. Okay, there we are. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got one more element that we're going to add to this. Okay, so before I cut, let's grab the ribbon that we're using. And I am using the what is it called? It's the combo pack with the crumb cake and the red, and we're going to use crumb cake. And so if you look at the catalog again, page 62, what they've done is if I pull this up here, we've got the ribbon. So this is kind of up here at the top middle, like that. And then we need it to come down here. So let's bring that like right there. We need it up here and bring it down here. Grab my scissors, ribbon scissors that is, and I didn't trim that at an angle good enough. Just try that again, Barb. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so here we are. Let's get this on here the way we want it. Not too high up at the top, but there, I like it a little oh, not right together there. Okay, you like both? Okay. All right, so here's that. So next we're just going to we're going to take that tape that's in my basic stamper kit, if I can. I want to hold my ribbon down. Okay. That's at the top. Okay, so there we are. Let's put this down. And one more. We're going to pop this up with dimensionals, but I want to hold this in place for the moment. Okay. All right. So here's the dark, and then here's that against it. Okay. Now let's take the light and see what we think there. Let's go there and there. And then there's the light. So, light or dark? Let's have another go at it. Light or dark? After you see the ribbon on there. The lighter, I think the darker is too close to the background. Okay. All right. Anybody else? I got silent there. Lighter, lighter. Okay. All right. We're going to stay with the lighter. Okay. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm going to cut this paper down. That's why I got this guy out here. So we want this to come up here just a little bit. And then I think I need this cut about right here. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna make a little thumbnail. Yep, I think lighter is still gonna be the one that wins here. Okay, so let's put this in here, and right there is where I have it, like right there. All right, so I'm gonna just cut that and cut that off. So this piece is actually 2 inches by 4 1/4. Okay, whoops, this can go down here. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to put this down flat, and let's get our adhesive and put that down. Okay, so we're going to do this at an angle because that's kind of what's in the catalog, right? Then we're going to take some the dimensionals here, pop this up, and let me see how many we think we need here. Usually you want to put something in the, you know, so it doesn't, oh, what do you want to say? So it doesn't like cave in. So there, we'll do that, okay? All right, so there's that, and let's take these pieces off and get those out of the way. And then this is going to go right here, and you want to kind of get it so that you're equal on both sides, I guess. Like that. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. These colors are really pretty. So I'm going to cut this down just a sliver so it's not hanging off of the edge of the card. There we are. Okay, now that is casing the catalog with a twist using these colors. But we need some gems on here. So what gems do I have? I don't think I have any here. Let's see. I thought I pulled some out, but I didn't. Let's go with. You guys have any suggestions? Don't really have anything that is like crumb cake, but we're looking. We're looking. The gold might be kind of nice on there. Those are a little bit too dark. Who has any suggestions? Let's take one more look here. Let's go with, what about, you can't see the designer paper? Not much. If you look in the catalog, you can't see it much either. Just a little bit around the corners here at the top and the bottom. Maybe I could have went a little longer. I guess I could have went a little longer with the designer paper. You're right, Taryn. Okay. All right. Well, when you don't know which ones you should use, you could always go to our favorites, which are the just regular gems. I'm just having a loss here with the gems that I have. Sorry guys, I'm being very, very indecisive here, but I think, you know what looks nice? It's these, the festive pearls. Let's put those in, and that coordinates with our colors here. If I can figure out where to open it, right here. All right. I think you're right, Taryn. I think that that's where maybe the darker one, if you look at the catalog, see how theirs is darker, but it's not showing very much. The one in the catalog. You like the bling? You can't, okay. These little, well see, these are, I need something bigger. Guess what? I'm just not being very firm on my decisions tonight, right? Let's just go with our basic rhinestones, because everything's awesome with rhinestones, correct? Because there's some bigger ones, and I need the bigger ones. I need the bigger ones. I'm using my take your pick tool here. If I can get a hold of it with, I need more sticky coming out. There we go. So I want one there, and I'm gonna put another one kind of right here where this right at the very edge. And let's take a couple of these and let's go there. I think that's good. Just a little bit of bling and color something. Oh yeah, I know we could do that too. I can't get to my right where my things are across the way there. But this looks good. This looks good. Again, I think that it's hard to know. I didn't make this beforehand. I just looked at this and said, okay, this is what I want to do. So that's card number 1. And that is using the casing the catalog right here with a twist, you know, making it a little different. This looks like a box with tissue paper coming out, and this is the card, and this is just the card. The colors are very pretty together, you guys. So if you Lost Lagoon and Pool Party and the crumb cake, and I think that the crumb cake is what really makes it look so different. So all right, let me get this in here. Okay, how many of you actually look at the catalog and try to do things that are in the catalog? Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you think it's pretty. I'm hoping you'll enjoy the next grouping of things that I have for you. Remember I said I'd show you some samples? So let's move that in this. So here is using that designer paper, and this is a way to use your designer paper so you can see how pretty it is on both sides. That's with the navy and the boho blue. This one's really pretty, using the fussy cutting the flowers out and using that same sentiment. This one is using the Highland Heather. And again, fussy cutting those and then just doing the small flowers around, adding a little bit of the lemon lolly gems, and then those decorative edge dies. This one is using the boho, and again, see how you can match up those flowers right to those stems. And this one here actually is in a little, this is kind of that tuxedo card. I'm just stamping a little bit on the inside. Again, using that boho blue. And then last, this one is kind of similar but look, you can use those things coming off the edges and fussy cutting that right there. Here you can see the die. I have more samples. They must be on my board. But you can use that stamp and then cut out the dies. And then you have the nice edging of the stamp. What scallop circle is the one card? Right here, this is the punch. This is a punch in the back of the catalog. I don't know the name of it right off. Let's look really quick to find our punches. And it is Decorative Circle. This one right here, Decorative Circle, page 148. That one right there. If that's the one you were talking about. I think it was. I think that's what you were talking about. All right, so I hope that those were good tips. I'm trying to get to the next page that I want to share with you. And what we have. All right, let's move these. And we're going to move those out of the way. So the next card, we're going to make kind of a thinking of you sympathy kind of card, okay? Let me put this ribbon out of the way. I have a pin here somewhere. I don't know where it went. I'll find it somewhere, hopefully. Okay. All right, out of the way. Okay, so the next card that we have is going to be using something that is pretty amazing. If you haven't seen this yet, and this, I have it in a case because that just made things easier for me. And this is a hybrid delightful doily dies. Now, how many of you have seen these? Okay, and what that means is it comes with a folder, embossing folder, and these dies will cut out the shape that's in this folder. Okay. Hi Jean, welcome. So this is what we're going to use for our next card, and I'm going to show you how I use these pieces and came up with tons of ways that you can use this. Okay, so I think I'm going to put it up against the, oh, here's my pin that I was just looking for. Let me, before I lose it again, let's put this in my ribbon. How many of you have seen this doily hybrid folder used? It's called Delightful Doily Dies. Have you guys seen this? I think it's amazing. All right, so let's bring this in and let me pull all these pieces out and show you how this works. Okay. All right. So here is the piece that is run through the emboss folder. Now let me put this, and then I have used this piece right here and cut this out, because see, this goes right in here. Make sure I've got it the right way. See that? That was the folder run through. Okay. Then I took this piece. So what you can do is two things. You can run it through the folder just like that. Or you can take this and lay this down here, either side. It's going to go either way. Just have to get it in the groove. Okay, so that's where it goes, like that. Then you put your paper in there, and then you run it through, and it will emboss and cut out at the same time. That's what those hybrid folders do. You haven't seen this yet, Diana? Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so that's one way, and that's what happened. That's what I did right here. Okay, so there's that one. All right, so there's that way. I think I'll do that. So next, you can run that through the folder, and this fits right in here. Let's try this again. I don't have it all, but basically you run this through the folder. Let's do that. This is kind of hard to do without doing every single piece at the same time. So yeah, and then I'm trying to get it matched up again. Okay, so instead of just the whole outside, what I did is I used this die, and this is what you get. Okay, you get that piece right there. That's just flat, so I cut that out, and that's just flat. Now, let's say I want to emboss this. I take this, you've got it cut out, and then you lay it down in here. You just line this up so that it matches. There you go. Then put that down, run it through the folder, and then you end up with an embossed piece. Let me get it here so you can see. I want to get you the right thing. I want to show you the correct thing. Okay, so there's that. I took the circle die right here, put that on top of there, and then cut that out. Okay, so we've got those. Here is one that is not embossed, it's just plain, and I took the circle and cut out that. Then the circle that I cut out plain, I took this. Can you see the embossing? It's hard for me to tell on my laptop that I'm looking at. Let me look at the, there you go. I'm trying to see. If I hold it that way, I think you can see the embossing. I'm going to there it is. Okay. I'm looking at my iPad to catch up to see. Okay, so that, what did I do? I just stuck this back in here right there, and that's what I came out with. Just like that. Then here is another piece that I took this die, okay, and I cut this out right here. That's the center of this one. Okay. This one is just solid, so if I just ran it through, and this is the solid. I just took a piece of white and took that, and this is the same shape, but that's just white, solid white, so you can stamp a sentiment on there. Here I've taken the solid white, run it through the folder, and look, so cool. So many, look at how many things you can do. All right, and this one is the solid. So what do I have? I have, okay, so this and this. Have them here on this so you guys can see better. Okay, and then all from this piece right here. This piece right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, because that's one of the circles I cut out there. So all these different things is what are things that you can do with these dies. Okay, so ran this through, then I use that, cut it out by itself. There, I don't know, I'll put that right there, up here. Can you see it? Anyway, I hope this is really, really cool, because I thought it was. Friend gave you this die, Ruth, and you don't think she knew what you could do with it? Glad she didn't. Yes, there you go, Ruth. Good for you. So yes, this is way cool. So I wanted to show you all of these fun things, because I don't think many people understand how many different things you can do with this. So now I'm going to put all this away, and we're going to make a card, and we're going to do some other things to show you how this beautiful embossing is just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to put all my pieces back in here so I have them for my examples. All right, you know, we only have 2 cards tonight, but I mean, it's like almost 8 o'clock. But I wanted to show you this because this is amazing. All right, we are going to be using fresh freesia. And I have taken fresh freesia, and this color is Bubble Bath. I couldn't think for a second. So we're going to be using fresh freesia. We're going to try to do some blending. I haven't done this yet. That's why you see I have 2 pieces here that I have embossed. And so we're going to take one of them, and we're going to try some fresh freesia, and we're going to give this a little bit of dimension. And this is our small blending brush, okay? And so let's just grab some ink. I don't want it too dark, so I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to just start going over the doily spot, and I feel like I'm going to we're going to bounce a little bit. Okay, I don't want this heavy. I just want a little contrast where this die is on here. And again, if we're moving a little bit, sorry. And what's happening is the ink is sticking to the spot that is raised. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let me grab a little more. There we go. I would have used a bigger blending brush, but I didn't have one that had these kind of colors on it. So I had to go with the little one that I apparently had already started with these colors. So this just takes a minute to just get the colors going here. Almost done, because I don't want it heavy with the other color, the freesia. And again, this is fresh freesia on Bubble Bath. Okay, looking at my comments here. Hi, Jackie. Okay, so let's get this going. Almost done, just a little bit more here. So this is giving me the look that I was hoping for when I have this idea in my mind. So I'm going to put the 2 together so you can see the difference when you use a little bit of blending on the embossed section here. Okay, all right, so let's take this. I'm going to bring these up. Okay, can you see the difference? Let me turn it this way. Can you see how the blending brush makes a difference on there? It just gives a little bit of difference, a little bit little bit more character, I guess. So I wasn't sure if it would turn out the way I wanted it to, so we're going to go with that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to stamp this right here that says, I'm so sorry. And ink this up. And again, I'm using the same Lasting Joy. I'm using the same stamp set that we did a little earlier. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this down, and it's not super heavy, but you know what? I did want to use this circle that's in here, and I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut the word out. And it'll only take a second because I got this right behind me. So hang tight one momento. And let's see, so we need this and this. And it's barely fitting in here, but it's going to fit all right for what I'm wanting to do. So I think it'll work, and if it doesn't, hey, I got space. I'll do one more other thing that I'm thinking of. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there we have that. Now, on the inside, I do have a white. This is our basic 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. On the inside, I am going to stamp Hoping for Better Days Ahead. Ink this up right here for the inside of my card. And I think I'm going to take some of this, and you can take your blending brush and just kind of go around the edges like this and give yourself a little bit of color on that white. And this is so, like, this was in my head. I did not pre-make this, so I'm hoping it comes out all right. So there's that. And then I think on the inside, I'm just going to come around the edges a little bit on the inside. Well, I hope I didn't mess that up. And I'm getting some ink, tapping it off because I don't want it super heavy on my inside of the card. And it's not what I wanted, but I think I'll be all right. It kind of gives the same kind of look as the front of the card, where it's just kind of here and there with the mix of the color. Okay, this is all right. I can do this. All right, so we're done with that. Move out of the way. All right, so here's our card base. Let's put this on the inside. Okay, this is on the inside. And this inside is just the 4 by 5 1/4, same basic. I have a nice little edging all the way around. Okay, and then here we have our just enough contrast. But before I put this on, see the circle? That can go right in the center like that. And before we do that, I'm going to use the silver and white ribbon that is now back in stock. Okay, it's so pretty. And you can color this any color that you would like. So beforehand, I'm going to take this and take this, and this is going to go this way, right, Barb? Yes, because I have it that way. Duh. All right, let's bring this around here, and I'm going to tie a bow. And I think I'm going to tie a bow. All right, so like that. Might need a little more. Come on around. There we go. Okay. I know Taryn's on here, and she does the bunny ear bows. I never learned how to tie that way, so I just don't do the bunny ears. All right, so I want that bow over here on the side a little bit, and then let's cut this at down a little bit. Okay, and cut this one at an angle. There we go. This ribbon is so pretty. Okay, so there's what we have. I'm not convinced that's what I want. Okay. Because see how my bow went sideways? I wanted it down. I wanted it like more below. See, here's what I wanted. I wanted that bow kind of down underneath there. All right, we're going to shift to that side. I'm going to see if this is what I want. Okay. Maybe a bow isn't what I want for this particular card. It's so pretty though. Maybe I think I just want a knot. Maybe, I think the bow is just too much for a I'm sorry card, like a sympathy card. So let's just do that. I think that's better. Even though I got to cut off so much of this pretty ribbon, but that's what we're gonna do. The bow was just too foo-foo for this kind of card. All right, so there's that. Now, have you guys ever done this where your ribbon is just too it's too loose? So what you're going to do to help that is you're going to pull this tight here, or well, actually you're going to come in the back and cut that. You're going to get your tape and pull it, tape it down, and then pull it tight and tape it down. Okay, I learned that trick from another Barb, from Barb Stamps. I can't think of her last name. Milligan? Yeah. Okay, so yes, this is more of what I want. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now we need some dimensionals. We're almost done, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, so let's go here and there. Usually on circles, I like to do 3. But this is a circle die that is in this set. Yeah, you're going to cover up this pretty in the middle, but I think that is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to pull this over some. And this is going to go right in the center where that circle part is so that you have these beautiful dots around the outside. Okay, just like that. All right, isn't that pretty? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use, well, you guys tell me. I have the iridescent pearls and I have these little sequins. Which one do you think is going to go better which one goes better with this whole kind of feel? The doily feel. The iridescent pearls or the sequins? Let's see what you guys like on that. Hey Lynn, we're almost done. You have to jump on the replay. So if you're just joining, thank you for joining, and I appreciate you watching all the way this far. And then hopefully if you just joined, you'll go back and watch the replay. Pearls, the ribbon is just a beautiful, nice card. Yeah, pearls, I think so. I think the pearls really give it more elegance too. So I got 2 pearls. All right, 3 pearls it is. Pearls it is. So let's pull those out. Nancy, got any ideas where I should place them? My placement barometer is not what I like it to be. I just have a hard time. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just use several of these little ones and just bring them around so that it is just looks so pretty with this ribbon, you guys. Oh my word. Okay, so there's that. Maybe we can take one big one. Should we put one right there? Okay. I think it just needs, let's see, there's 4, so it needs one more to make them an odd number. You always place in a triangle. Yeah, and I think that's what I'm going to do right here. Kind of in a triangle like that. So we kind of got a triangle going on. All right, it looks super pretty in person, you guys. And let's put that on the front of our card. And we did it. But if you don't have this doily set, oh my goodness, it does some really pretty stuff. I do have one sample complete that I can show you, besides the one that we just created. But this bubble bath gives the perfect contrast to this fresh freesia in this card. Look at that. So pretty. What do you think? You guys like that one? I think that's gorgeous. Just like that. Okay. I hope that you learned something fun tonight. The color and the card, thank you. I hope that there's something here that intrigued you to maybe try one of these sets. Here is a sample that I have. Now here is that die, you know, that's in the doily set, and I use the flower from Artistically Inked, I think. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, this is the Lemon Lolly and Lost Lagoon. But look at that prettiness. Isn't that just so pretty? Yep, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So, for tonight, there is our card number 2. And here's our Case the Catalog with a Twist, card number 1. And I hope that you guys learned something. I hope there was some little trick or tip that you learned tonight or refreshed your memory. I know some of you have been, you know, doing this a little while like myself. If you have any questions on anything, if there's something that I can help you with, don't hesitate to reach out and give me a shout. I'm happy to help. You'll notice that there is a different host code right up there, right there. So if you want to get these card kits for free, not these, but here are the card kits that that I had in my virtual class video. This is a fun fold. This one is a fun fold. But yeah, for a $35 order, you get 8 card kits with the envelopes, and I'm trying to, there, that just slides in there. I'm just not doing it very well. This one with this beautiful shimmer rib paper, a masculine card, because we all need masculine cards, and this is some of the online exclusive paper, and this beautiful appreciation card using the Perched in a Tree with the embossing folder. Just gorgeous. Go back and watch that replay. But $35 gets you a card kit of 8 card kits with envelopes and a color tutorial. $50 will get you a package of embellishments that you could use on your projects. So that is still going on, and if you use that host code, that is how I know that you want to get the card kit here. Go back and watch that virtual class if you're new. That's all I have. So I appreciate all the input. You guys make my day when you give me your suggestions. I love it. Thanks, Sue. Yeah. All right. So let me grab my little mouse here, and let's go back to here so I can say goodbye. Thank you for joining me and being here. Thank you for your input. Again, I appreciate you all joining me tonight and taking some time out. Watch for good things. Make sure that you are on my email list. You go to my website right there, right up there, and click contact me, and then you can sign up for my email there. I don't know anything else I can think of, but there's so much going on, and I can help with any questions. So that's all I have. Thanks for hanging out with me for the time, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.